I am their #1 target, but I am proud to be fighting for you, and I'm going to be fighting for you for a long time. We have a nation, as I say, in decline. If you want to stop the destruction of our country and save the American dream, you must vote Republican. You have to. As bad as things are today, if the radical Democrats keep their grip on the House and the Senate, the situation will only get worse. They'll flood the country with tens of millions more illegal aliens. By the way, nobody's ever seen anything like what's happening right now with our border. We had the border the strongest ever in the history of our country, and now we have maybe the worst border in the world, because I don't believe third world countries would allow a border like that to take place in their country. What they're doing is they're all attacking me, including the racist AG, Attorney General in New York, whose state is falling apart from murders, rapes, robberies, drug deals, and every other form of record-breaking crime. The homeless are sadly but dangerously roaming all over the streets of New York City, and the city is filthy dirty as this racist AG. She is just as bad as you get. As she only campaigned, you know what her campaign was? I didn't know her, she didn't know me. I will get Donald Trump. She was trying to protect banks, but the banks got paid. They never even defaulted. We don't need her protecting banks. We need her protecting the people of New York from being murdered. If you don't want to be persecuted and ruled over by the radical left maniacs, then you need to elect America First Republicans to every single office at every single level. If you don't want America to become a third world country, and we are heading toward becoming a third world country, no matter what the left-wing tyrants throw at us, no matter what they do to us, we have no choice. We have to keep on going. We have to keep on fighting, because we are on a mission to restore the republic to greatness. We're on a mission to bring it back. As somebody that loves our country, I would rather see Joe Biden do a great job for this country, even if it meant that we may not be successful at doing whatever it is we want to do. I would rather see him do a great job for our country. But our country is going to hell, and it's going to hell very fast at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Everything is wrong. Biden and the Democrat Congress created the worst inflation in 51 years, 9.2%. Now, I have to say that the inflation is going to get much higher now. It's going to get much higher right after the election. Watch what happens. I rebuilt our military, including our nuclear capability and the creation of Space Force, which was so badly needed. But they surrendered our strength and turned Afghanistan into the greatest humiliation our country has ever seen. I believe that was the most humiliating point in time in the history of our country. And now we have a war between Russia and Ukraine, with potentially hundreds of thousands of people dying. That would never have happened. That war would never, ever have happened if I were president. And it didn't happen. For 4 years plus a long campaign, it didn't happen. Would have never happened with Putin. Never, never, ever. 2 years ago, we had the strongest southern border in our history. Now we have the worst border in our history. We have the worst border, I believe, of any country ever in history.